All right, Priya, the tax deadline coming up very quickly. In fact, less than 2 weeks away now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. And if you're buying into the most common tax myths, you could be making expensive mistakes. Consumer investigator Hank Winchester is here to save you and save you some money, Hank.
Yeah, absolutely. Kimberly Devin, the clock is really ticking here. The crunch time is on. Tonight, how to avoid making a mistake and what you can do to keep the IRS off your back. Filling out forms and crunching numbers. Many of you scrambling right now to finish your taxes.
It's very important for taxpayers to ensure that they make every penny count.
But if you're one of those people who received bad information, you could be making a big mistake. Myth number one, if you owe money on your taxes, you should wait to file until you can afford to pay. False. Everyone needs to file by the deadline, and the failure to file penalty is actually bigger than the failure to pay penalty. Myth number two, married couples should always file a joint return. False, says Jennifer Owens of H&R Block.
It's important for married couples to know that they have different options when filing.
Couples who recently lost tax breaks because their children are grown may benefit from filing separately. Also, married couples whose income is much higher or lower than last year may want to change their filing status. Myth number three, college students do not have to pay taxes. False. College students who make at least $9,000 must file taxes, and if an employer withheld taxes, students who made less may want to file anyway because they could get a refund. Myth number four, if your accountant makes a mistake on your taxes, the accountant is responsible. False again, no matter who prepares your taxes, you are responsible for any mistake made. So double check your return before you file. And if you are worried about making the tax deadline, you should file a form. It is a 4868 form. If you file that form, you can get an automatic extension. But if you owe money, you have to make an estimated payment by the 18th, or you could face penalties. Get it done.
You know what drives me crazy, though? If you call the IRS and ask for advice, they don't guarantee their own advice. They may not be right. They tell you that may not. If just because you do what they tell you doesn't give you any kind of cover.
And they're usually very friendly, right?
Yeah, right.
You just always want to talk to them on the phone.
And we got a little bit longer this time, don't we? A couple days?
You do. Government holiday on the 15th, so you get until the 18th. But if you're not going to have it done, file that extension.
Absolutely.
Yeah.